Hey loves, it's Jazz. What's good? What's poppin'? Welcome home, fam. Today I wanted to come in and I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys. So this is a big life update. I feel like I just went blank. For one, I'm being nosy looking out my window. But anyway, I feel like I haven't done like a Q&A type of video. I haven't just talked to you guys, and I don't know if there's any questions that you all wanted to ask me or anything that you wanted to know in particular that you wanted me to answer on video for you guys. I don't have my social media active right now to do like a poll for you guys to send questions in. So I said, you know what, it is what it is. Just get on, just talk the way you normally do, and just, you know, pour into your family. So welcome home if you're new, and thank you so much for watching today's video. I would love it if you stick around, join the fam. I would love it if you share this video out if you could. And I want to wish you all a happy new year. I almost forgot about that. Happy new year. I want to know how your new year is going thus far. Do you do vision boards, or do you just go with the flow of things? Do you set New Year's resolutions? What do you do to kick off your new year? So as you can see from the title of the video, we have plenty of things to dive into. But before we get into today's video, if you haven't already, give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you guys. And also thank you for 3,000 subscribers. What? That is so awesome, you guys. So I want to pick up from where we last left off, and that was celebrating Christmas. I am really proud of myself and that I was able to fully and truly commit to Vlogmas. You know, Vlogmas, as you all know, Vlogmas can be tons of work, uploading every day in the month of December up into Christmas. And so I was really happy that I could accomplish that. And it was tons of fun. Like, we cooked together, we cleaned together, we wrapped gifts together, we got a chance to put together the kids' Christmas list, what they wanted. What else did we do? We went on a sushi date, and I got a chance to share with you all one of my favorite drinks from Starbucks and have a little me time with you guys. I popped in and out with things. We did like Grinch kebabs. That was pretty fun. And I went live with my kids eating holiday snacks. I also did the gingerbread house with the boys, and I popped out with a whole man's, okay? I know a lot of people are, you know, wanting to know more about my business with my man. And, you know, it's one of them things where I'm a very private person. So, you know, I pour into my channel and I'm very authentic and I'm very open, but there are still certain parts of me that I won't go too in detail with. But today is going to be a detailed video because I don't mind. And so after Vlogmas passed and I was fully able to commit to Vlogmas, and I actually wanted to give y'all 31 videos, which if I look back, I probably did do 31 videos. Although it don't say Vlogmas 28, 29, all the way up to 31. If you add the pop-up videos, I probably did do 31 videos. You never know. But anyway, once Christmas passed, well, no, the day before Christmas, 2 days before Christmas, my mom gave me a call and she wanted me to come over with the kids for Christmas. So the bulk of this video is going to be about me not being okay. It's going to be a little bit about my boyfriend and our relationship. Of course, an update on the kids and I. And the main part of this video is going to be about my relationship with my mom. And I will be touching bases on facing an eviction. And so 2 days before Christmas, my mom called me. We had just got the news about a snowstorm coming our way. And usually when it happens in Memphis, Memphis is not prepared for that. Like, I don't know what's going on, but they're never prepared. They never put salts on the road. They never clean out the gutters with the leaves and stuff. It's usually a hot mess. Like, you're usually going to experience your power being out for weeks, if not months. And so I'm so glad that my boys and I and baby girl, we were not affected by the power outage, but there were other families and friends that I knew of who were affected by the power. And so I did tell certain friends that, hey, if you need to come by, stay a night or two, then please come, you know. So anyway, the day that 2 days before Christmas, my mom called me and said, I want you and the kids to come over before Christmas because there's going to be like this super ice storm and I don't know how the roads are going to be. So I don't want a chance, you know, getting on the road with the kids. And it's, you know, icy and snowy outside. So I said, okay. And I had actually packed us up, the kids and I, to go over her house. Hey loves, it is actually Vlogmas day 23. So I'm going to do this vlog in like 3 parts. I just got done sharing what the kids got for Christmas. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hopefully I have wrapped the gifts. I hope I did that as well. But I wanted to get a head start with this video because we just had a crazy ice snowstorm. The kiddos are hanging out and stuff, but we're getting ready to go over to my mom's house. I told you all that she takes over for Christmas, and she already said like she wanted us to be there. So let me wipe y'all off, I'm sorry. But you guys won't get a chance to see the kids open gifts up under this tree. I'm so glad I did not like wrap anything or put anything under the tree. The only thing that's under here is a gift that Zara got from her daycare and the kiddos Christmas Eve boxes. So hopefully I can get us opening that together over to my mom's house, and then I'll share what Zara got from her daycare. This is so thoughtful. And yeah, we're getting ready to go. I'm gonna get the kids stockings and take it with us. And yeah, so we just had a crazy snowstorm like I mentioned, and I'm just gonna show y'all like a brief sneak peek. And so since the roads are kind of clear, oh my God. Since the roads are kind of clear, my mom said that it would be best to go ahead and get the kiddos ready and myself and to come on over to her house so we're not stuck in like a crazy snowstorm and we won't be able to celebrate Christmas together. So yeah, we're gonna open gifts over to her house. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the kids and I ready. So I see y'all over there. Hey family, so an update, I've made it to my mom's house. Here's her tree for the kiddos. We got presents that we're already wrapping. More presents over here that we're wrapping. I brought all of the kids' stuff from the house. It's all stacked over here in the corner. And my mom is getting some work done from home, so she's currently in her office with the baby. And the boys are in their little playroom or area.
Hey y'all.
Say hey, Ju. Yes, we just got some Popeyes. I'm gonna make their plate. Popcorn machine, shoe rack, TV up on the wall. This is kind of like where they hang out and stuff. Be careful. Okay. Julian, don't say you starving, because you ain't never been starving. All right, so getting ready to eat some Popeyes. Popeyes chicken. Got some red beans and rice. Some biscuits. Y'all can see that. And then we got our chicken at the bottom. So we're gonna make plates. I'm gonna hit up this candy bowl one more time. It's like I packed up their Christmas Eve boxes that I made. I packed up all of their toys and boxes towards the front of the door, and our overnight clothes, everything. Because like the things that I had planned for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I still wanted to commit to those things. Although I was over to her house, I still had to complete Vlogmas, you know what I mean? So that day, when she called me 2 days before Christmas Eve, I went head on and I sat down and I filmed what my kids got for Christmas. So that video would be out the way. And then I focused on when I'll be able to wrap gifts for the kids and all of that. I was kind of trying to prepare, like, you know, the videos to come out and premiere the videos, or them to come out the day of, even if they were, you know, a little bit late or whatever. I was like on my grind during Vlogmas. Okay, give me my flowers, okay? I'm so proud of committing to Vlogmas, because y'all know how Vlogtober went in October. So Vlogmas was like so much fun, and I was in the spirit, although I had all of this that we talking about today going on. Me, myself, and the kids ready, and we went over to my mom's house. Now, my mom and our relationship, as far as you guys know, it's a great relationship. I've never came onto my platform and I've never spoken about my family in detail at all. No cousins, no uncles, aunts, grandparents, nothing. My parents, nothing. I keep my family business private. And so with me being a much older woman now, it's like this stuff is like for the birds, you know what I mean? The not being able to communicate and speak how you feel, like that stuff is for the birds. So anyway, I get over there to my mom's house, and she just has a lot of different things going on that I was unaware of. Our relationship in the past was always a complicated one. It wasn't that way when I was growing up. Between the ages of like 1 and 13, we had the best relationship, and maybe 1 to probably 16 at the latest. It got a little rocky between 13 and 16 because obviously I stepped into like the teenage years, and I'm into boys and all that kind of stuff, but my mom still had my back on any and everything I wanted to accomplish and do. But around the age of like 16 through maybe 21 is when our relationship got more rocky. And the way it got rocky is when my mom was married to my dad, they separated. She remarried the man who abused her. And that didn't help because my mom came from abuse. Her mother was abusive. And I don't say this in a way to downgrade my grandmother. I love my grandmother, but I'm just giving you guys kind of a back story on what's going on a little bit. And again, I don't want to push family business out there by no means, so that's as far as I'm gonna go with that. But yeah, she went through mental, physical abuse with her mom. Her mom was a teenage mom, and so you can imagine what that was like. You know, you're a kid yourself, trying to grow up with your child, so it's a lot that's happening. And so when my mom had me, we never, when I say we, my sisters and I, we never experienced that kind of like motherly distance and all that kind of stuff. But by the time I got to like 13, 14, like I said, between 16 and 18 is when I started to have a rough relationship with my mom. And a lot of that rough relationship came from when my mom did remarry. After my dad, she remarried a man who was abusive and who she later found out to be bisexual. And so during the time that he was abusive, she would check me out of school and my sisters out of school, and we would hide out in like hotels and stuff. And I remember one night, she approached my mom and her husband in downtown Memphis. And I guess my mom's husband at the time did not want to explain who the she was. So he lured my mom off somewhere and he beat my mom up. My mom came in the house and she was covered in blood. I remember going in the bathroom and I'm seeing her take a shower with the shower curtain closed, and it's just blood flowing down in the drain. And you can imagine what type of trauma, what type of hurt that would do for a child at the age that I was. And I remember telling my mom, like, if you don't get any kind of help, you will die. Like, you're raising me and my sisters not to date people who curse at us, who yell at us, who disrespect us, who come in between our relationship with God, family, who are not supportive of our goals, who put their hands on us, who are domestic in any kind of way. But you're settling for this man. So fast forward, she finally divorced this man, but she says, I'm the reason that they divorced. When she moved on, she left the house behind that they built from the ground up. She left behind her truck that the man had got her. She left behind the truck and she just started her life completely over. But she would always blame me and say, you rushed me to leave my husband. I wasn't ready to leave my husband. I got a house built from the ground and I wanted to keep that house for you and your sisters, and maybe if y'all have kids to come back to. And I'm thinking to myself, why would we want to go back somewhere that reminds us of hurt and pain? Like, I'm trying to hold it together right now, just thinking about half of the stuff that man had put her through, which we went through. It got to a point where I remember moving in with my father as young as 13 because I had like the final straw. And this was during the time that my middle sister had passed. So you guys met Candace, who lives in California, which my sister just moved to New York. She's no longer in California. But my sister that y'all met on my channel, if you go back and you watch some of my videos, I introduced you all to my sister. And her and I, like, when our middle sister died, her and I became a little distance. I became a little distance with my mom, and it just wasn't a good look for us. Like, I ended up moving in with my dad at that time because I just couldn't take being in that house with all of the trauma and the drama and the abuse that the man was putting my mom and us through. He never put his hand on us, but he always put his hands on our mom, and he threatened to put his hands on us, and he called the police on my mom and all kind of stuff. And so when our middle sister died, I said, I don't want to be in this house anymore, so I left. During that time, my sister and my mom grew closer together. My baby sister, the one that you all met, they grew closer, which is a great thing. So when I finally came back, it was like this distance, like, oh, she's back. Like, I left them high and dry or something. So that's a little bit of why we are where we are today. So she would blame me for her failed marriage with, her failed second marriage. Oh, I wanted to keep my husband. And then she blamed me for my sister's death. The night when my sister passed away, it was nighttime, and it was also the night of our younger sister's prom. And I went out with a douchebag guy. I had no business going out with this dude. I wanted to go out because I hadn't been out in like a very long time. I was a mother at one at the time. So when I finally got you know, a chance to go out, and my mom was like, cool, I keep, you know, Julian. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go out. And I said I had no business going out because I started to feel regret also that, you know, maybe had I not went out, my sister would still be alive. And I feel this way because of the hurt that my mom put on me. When my sister died that night of our younger sister's prom, we went from celebrating prom with Candace to making funeral arrangements for our deceased sister Kira. And I remember when my mom told me, she said, you rushed out the door getting dressed for this dude that didn't want you. My daughter could be home and she could have died in her bed. And I just would never forget that, and kept saying, you know, she's dead because of you. And I just remember how I felt. I don't know why my mom felt the need to put all this different pressure on me, but she did, and it hurt me. I forgave my mom for her accusing me of why she left her husband. I forgave my mom of accusing me for why Kira died, my sister. And now I'm back here today, 2 days before Christmas. You called me. I'm in my 30s now, trying to have a relationship with you. And I've forgiven you for those 2 incidents. I also forgave you when I became pregnant with Julian and I dropped out of college when I became pregnant. I forgave you when you called my child a bastard and said that you wasting your life and you don't know what's about to happen now that you're becoming a mom. You should have finished college, and called my child a bastard child. And I forgave you for that. And now I'm here. Okay, my 20s have passed. I'll be 34 this year in May. And I have forgiven you for all of that, just for you to repeat the history of the things that you continue to do to me. You called me 2 days before Christmas, wanted me to pack me and my kids up to come over there and spend Christmas with you. So I go and I spend Christmas with you. As I'm over there spending Christmas, you can't trust me around your man, your own daughter. Why would I even think to do anything with your husband? Why would I look at your husband in that kind of way? And I've already told you in the past, like probably almost 10 or 12 years ago, her husband undressed me with his eyes. He didn't look at me like, oh, this is Jasmine. She looks just like her mom. She's growing up. No, he looked at me like how men look at you when they want you. And I brought that to my mom's attention, and I told her. She left him alone for a couple of years, and then they decided to get back together, and now they're married. But my thing is, I didn't tell you that for you to stop talking to the man years ago. I just brought it to your attention because of the loyalty that I have with my mom. And I wouldn't make that up on your husband. I wouldn't say someone looked at me as they would look at you. I wouldn't just say that. And so for me to forgive you for all of that, just to come over Christmas Day, no, 2 days before Christmas, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, you can't trust me around your husband. That's not okay. Y'all, I'm in the middle of basically wrapping gifts. Her spouse comes over and he basically starts helping me wrap the gifts. I'm sitting down wrapping the gifts now because I'm filming for YouTube during Vlogmas. He comes over and he's leaning over helping me wrap the gifts. I didn't ask for this man help. This was just his doing. She walks in and she looks like I'm some bitch on the street. And I don't mean to cuss, forgive me, God, but that's how she looked at me. And next thing I know, she drops 2 things in the kitchen. It went from her saying, Jazz, are you done with your video? When you're done, are you going to finish helping me with Christmas dinner? It went from that to her dropping her glass with her mimosa in it, her accidentally knocking over some food. And I'm just like, what is going on? And I knew it had something to do with the man helping me. And I'm like, that's absolutely ridiculous. Like, you went through abuse with your mom. You even went through some slick stuff going on with your sister. But I'm not your mom. I'm not your sister. I'm your damn daughter. And I never disrespect you. I never raised my voice to you. I always had your back. When you was almost murdered and you got checked out of the hospital, I told them people, my mama coming home with me because I worked in healthcare. And although I was pregnant as hell with Trey, getting ready to have Trey any day. And I took care of you. I gave my mom a bath from head to toe. I made sure all them staples that was in her stomach did not come out. I didn't want her going somewhere and they half-ass take care of my mama. My mama came home with me. So for you to sit here and continue this hurt, this pain, this hurt, this pain, this hurt, and this pain over and over again, it's just not okay. I didn't pack me and the kids up to come over there to be pushed to the side, to be ridiculed, to be looked down upon, to looked at like some nasty person with your spouse. I'm not that kind of person. Where do you even get off thinking I'm the kind of person? And it makes me feel like you jealous of your own daughter. When she called me and I was going to go over there, that was what you guys were supposed to see at the beginning of the Christmas video. But I didn't post it because I wanted to save it for this video. So with that being said, it's not okay. I did not pack all of that stuff up to come over there and get into it with you because your man is helping me wrap a Christmas gift. Take that up with your man. So when I finally post a Christmas video, you guys, there was no introduction. I got into what we did on Christmas Eve. The boys enjoying their little Christmas Eve stuff that they had. You didn't even get a chance to see them open the boxes because everything in the house was happening so fast. She had an attitude the whole day. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to let the boys open their Christmas Eve boxes and let that little situation die down that happened on Christmas Eve. I did not know that was going to roll over to Christmas Day. I did not know that. I'm thinking like, okay, we'll be done with this. Like the boys open their Christmas Eve boxes. I wrap the gifts. Okay, the next day is Christmas. I get up the next day. She's picking with me. She's yelling at the boys. Trey was having a little trouble in the bathroom, so she's yelling and cursing at him. Julian got sick that morning and threw up on Christmas Day. If you notice, he has on a muscle shirt that has a little stain on the side that's actually vomit. He didn't even get a chance to change and put on his Christmas pajamas so that we could take pictures. And I told you guys, I made those Christmas Eve boxes so that we can watch movies, hang out, and eat popcorn. We still could have did that at her house. My plans did not change. I went over there with great intentions. And I don't know why my mom tend to hold on to things and be the controlling person that she is, but enough is enough. You cannot control me. You're not going to disrespect me. I'm a woman and I'm somebody's mother now. I'm actually 3 people's mom now. And you are to respect me as a woman and you are to respect me as their mom. I cannot raise Julian, Trey, and Zara to be kind humans and to add to this world and you're disrespecting me. Christmas came, and if y'all hearing the video, she's constantly talking and just nagging and complaining. I'm going to insert a clip now of me telling her, Mom, I'm vlogging. But before I can get out, Mom, I'm vlogging, I just cut the video off. She just complained. Good morning, guys. We're opening gifts for Zara.
Let's get some trash.
Puzzle.
Hey guys, listen to me. When y'all open this paper, put it over here. Right here.
I just got the bag.
Got you. Oh, okay, there you go. That's the bag.
Look,
So we
Zara.
can actually see what's what.
Zara, come on, let's open it, baby. Come.
Stop. Stop it in there.
Okay, look. Okay. Whoa, you got a bowling set. She's looking the other way.
Yeah, that's a thing where it's foolish. So you gotta
Look,
open
Zara.
it.
What's that she doing, y'all?
Juju.
Ma'am.
Elmo.
Get that up. Look in this bar in there and get them.
I'm gonna take Elmo out.
What's this? A track? Oh, you got a Hot Wheels track. You said,
Look, Zara. So she did get the Tickle Me Elmo thanks to her grandparents, you guys. She got the Tickle Me one that kicks his legs and feet.
Play box.
don't do that with your teeth, boy. Hold on, we're gonna get the scissors and get it open for you. Cause you're gonna have to keep doing it. Which way to go?
Look, Zara, you got another big gift.
Yeah.
Zara, you got another Elmo.
You're gonna have to have a office.
Look, Zara.
Yeah.
You can get to this one a lot quicker until we open this one.
Wait a minute. Well, she wanna play with that other stuff, Jay. You can't come out there and give her stuff. Oh, you got you 2 Elmos, that. But she threw that damn thing on the ground. She want to get back to that.
Back to the old school.
Back to the old school. Back to the old school. Jazzy, I'm gonna need you to open that up for the baby so she can fight.
Look, Zara, a tent with some balls.
But you got Jazzy.
Mom, I'm vlogging. It was picking, and it's all because her man helped me wrap the damn gift. And I'm like, really? Is that what you really on? Like, what is going on with you? You're not God. I don't live this life to glorify you. You're my parent. I'm to honor you. But now, I came in this world alone. I'm going to die alone. So that's pretty much what happened. Christmas Day was shitty as hell. I'm really happy that I got a chance to film the kids opening up their Christmas gift. Something was telling me to stay home, honestly. Stay at home, enjoy Christmas Eve at home, open gifts at your own house. But I was doing my best to be family oriented, and I wanted to spend time with my mom, and I want our relationship to be the mother and daughter healthy relationship that is supposed to be. But what I cannot do is live in the shadow of the past. Those things that went on in the past between us wasn't even my doing. I didn't cause the pain of your ex-husband beating on you. I didn't cause the pain of you losing a daughter. I didn't cause the pain of anything else that you try to fault me for. As your oldest daughter, you put too much pressure on me. If anything, I was there for you, praying for you, rooting you on, telling you it was going to be okay, telling you I got your back. No, I don't understand any of this because I'm just a child myself during this time, but I was there for you. And it hurts that as my mom, you went off on me in front of your husband, in front of the kids, yelling, cussing, arguing, fighting, and trying to get aggressive. I ain't gonna say fighting, trying to get aggressive. But I left. I stood outside on my mom's porch for not even 1 minute. Don't y'all know she locked the door? And when she locked the door, the boys were sitting on the couch waiting to leave. And I had Zara on my hip. So you didn't just lock me out the house. You locked your granddaughter out the house. And for that, I gotta be done. I gotta be done. Don't call me, text me, email me, pop up in my door, nothing. I don't want nothing to do with you at this moment right now. God is gonna have to come down off a cloud to fix this because I did not deserve that. Just wanna move forward. It's unfortunate that I had to even, pour this out, but I needed to get it off my chest. And again, I committed to Vlogmas. I was able to give my children a nice Christmas. Everything that y'all seen in Vlogmas was all me. And guess what? That was me doing all of that without a job. I haven't worked in a little over 3 months. So I'm about to move on to the next topic, which is me facing eviction. I haven't worked in a little over 3 months. I told you guys that I quit my healthcare job. And since then, I wanted to apply for dental school. I did not apply for dental school because I wanted to make sure that the boys were getting a good education and that everything was okay in their school. At one point, I did have to bring Julian home to homeschool him because over at his school, they were having a lot of trouble at his school. I live in an area where the schools are really bad, and I'm just being 100% honest. I was very fortunate to find a school that Trey attend, but Julian is not going to a school that I prefer. And so I just took a leap of faith and said, you know what, I'm going to be an at-home mom, and I'm going to, work with the funds that I'm currently receiving. I did not qualify for unemployment. I haven't qualified for any government assistance because of the money that I was making working in healthcare. And I have applied for rental assistance through the Tennessee Housing Development Agency, but it takes them 30 to 45 days to send your paperwork over to a caseworker to be approved. And so if they approve it, they will cover the balance of $4,500. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I do owe that in rent, $4,500. And it may be more now because we're in January. So first of the rent was due 2 days ago. So I did not pay my rent due to me saving for a brand new car. I decided that it would be in my best interest to go ahead and get another vehicle because Ubering everywhere was very costly. My landlord did not accept half my rent. Therefore, I kept my money and I put it towards getting another. And the reason why I have not paid the rent is because I have been carless. My car was stolen and wrecked. And when it was stolen and wrecked, it put me in a bind where I was Ubering to work. I was paying $20, $40, $10, $8. I mean, between August and December, I probably have spent a nice amount of money, maybe $500 to $600 on Uber alone. And I was just doing what I needed to do. And I do have a savings that I've been living within, if I'm being completely honest, and I've gotten with my landlord. I haven't been able to get her to help me in no kind of way. I actually had to get in touch with the BBB, the Better Business Bureaus over in St. Louis, who is their headquarters manager over my leasing office. I had to write them and tell them about my car being stolen once and now twice, and that there hasn't been any help from my leasing office. All she tells me to do is call the police, just like she did when Julian's packages was stolen for Christmas. And I'm sitting here like, okay, where's the camera footage? We have cameras around here. I should be able to have that footage so that I can give it to the officer and so forth. So I've been taking care of that privately off camera, but I have been without a car, and it has put me in a bind with commuting to and from work, along with homeschooling Julian, dealing with the school that he attended. And then when they came off Christmas break, literally 4 weeks, they were on 3 weeks in the additional week because of the snowstorm and the flooding, so they shut down school. And so during that time, I was the one at home with my kids. Neither one of their fathers said, hey, I'll stay home with the children, nothing. And so I just recently decided that with the funds that I do have, I got 2 or 1 things. Take care of this balance and be broke, but I don't have an eviction, or use the funds to relocate to a new city and state. And I'll be honest with you guys, I do want to relocate to a new city and state. I do want to take the leap of faith and say, you know what, just go for it. You've had so many other job offers and opportunities, and you've been wanting to move out of Memphis for quite some time. And Memphis doesn't feel like home for me anymore. It has started to get really bad, even in the areas that are supposed to be good suburb areas. As a matter of fact, this is what my car was looking like the second time it was wrecked and stolen. I'll insert a picture. The guy is literally trying to put the mirror on my car. That's the person that wrecked my car. He's trying to put the mirror on my car, and I'm just like, dude, leave me alone. He's trying to slide his number and all of that. I'm like, it's all good. So I'm taking care of that. But as far as my rent, I did go to court twice, and there is a balance. I did receive a detainer letter, and any day now I could be, having to move. And so I've been coming up with a plan to get the balance paid or prepare for the move, and just take care of the balance when I can take care of it, honestly. Also, the reason I want to move is because I truly believe that I don't have any protection as a tenant. As soon as I open my door, I see a bunch of guys or younger teenage dudes standing outside my door smoking and drinking, and I'll insert that video. And it's like, as a landlord, you're not doing anything about this. I've emailed these videos to you, and you have not done anything as a landlord to protect your tenants. There's always, some kind of teenager outdoors, horse playing, fighting, and it's always just drama going on. There's like drugs on the steps where they have been rolling up, smoking blunts, doing weed and all that kind of stuff. And, I'm tired. And I've been over here 3 years, and this is my stability. And, when I look around, I'm like, I could really get the place, fixed up even more, and just, continue to do what I've been doing until I get, my official like family home. And, but at this point, it's like, I know I could do and spread my wings and fly, if I was in another city and state, is how I truly feel. And so I've been getting me together, guys. The kids are okay. Although I'm not okay, I don't have to look like I'm not okay. I still fix myself up, and I know I'll be okay. My kids are doing fine. They're all at school and daycare. I still, get them where they need to be, even through Uber. I have not reached out to any of their dads about helping me with anything, because they're not going to. All I can do as far as them is put child support in place if that's what I chose to do. At this moment, I cannot commit to showing up to a court appearance right now. My main thing is stability and keeping me and these kids safe and sound. And just the other day, someone was shot and laying on the ground screaming. It was like about 1 or 2 in the morning, and this was right after New Year's. New Year's was like being in World War III over here. I mean, they shot guns well into 4 o'clock in the morning. It was horrible, you guys, absolutely horrible. So, yeah, I want to give you all a really quick update on my relationship with Larry. Larry is a nice person and he was a sweet guy, but I am not dating Larry right now. God has told me to detach myself from a lot of things, from my parents and family currently right now. Not everybody in my family, but definitely, you know, from my mom right now. He told me to take some time off to just focus on self. As far as me and Larry, with what I have going on right now, a relationship is not my focus point. And then he has some things he also needs to sort out on his end. And so I truly feel like whatever's meant to be will be. It'll find its way. But where my mind is right now is on Jasmine, Zara, Trey, and Julian. And I want us to be okay and healthy going forward in 2023. We closed 2022 out on a good note, although all of it went down on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I ended my new year beautifully. I was in my home. I was able to make a seafood boil for the kids and a seafood boil for the kids and I that night, a shrimp boil, and then we did some ribs. We count down with everyone that was in New York and Disneyland and where else were they? I think St. Louis and somewhere else. But we did the countdown, and then we did the countdown here in Memphis. I hugged my kids, I kissed my kids, and we went to sleep as best we could because, like I said, they shot guns well into 4 in the morning. So yeah, but I'm gonna be okay. You know, I don't mind, like I said, being open with you all, letting you all know what's going on. I don't want to come on here and put on a brave face and like, you know, everything is okay and it's not, you know. I took all of that away during Vlogmas, but now that Vlogmas is over, I feel very relieved and okay knowing that you guys are on board with me. This is one area of my life that I can truly say I don't worry about. I get on YouTube and I just pour. I get on YouTube and I just do. And prior to starting this YouTube channel, I was pregnant with my daughter and I was single momming it and still single momming it. And I didn't think anybody would watch or anybody would care. And so to be on YouTube, you know, and now have reached 3,000 people and people are still coming on to subscribe and join the family and support and find me on Instagram and write me at my email address and want to do things for me and my kids. It means so much to me. All I want you to do right now is pray for me. Nobody has to send me anything. Like I said, I'm going to be okay. And I just need to get my finances back in order. And I'm going to be fine. But I just wanted to bring you all in the loop and let you all know what was going on. I don't know if this video is going to reach my mom, relatives, Larry, you know, my boyfriend. But that's where Jasmine is in life. I need people around me that's going to add to me and not take away from me. God told me before 2023, he said, I want you to stop dealing with people that cause you to be unstable, that cause you confusion, that inconvenience your life. And when he said that to me, all I could do was cry. And I promise God that this year in 2023, it's just me and him. Anything I do, say, however I move, it's just me and him. I'm not compromising on my relationship with God at all. If it does not glorify him, it can't be in my life. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video in its entirety. I hope this video made sense. I know we got into the bulk of the video of my mom's situation, and then I transferred over to, you know, how I got this eviction thing going on and facing an eviction. I touched a little bit about the kids and they're doing great. And then I touched a little bit on, you know, my relationship with Larry. We did not have a bad relationship. It's just a relationship where we're in 2 different spaces now. And so we need to focus on ourselves. All right. So I love you guys and I will see y'all later. I'm so glad I made it through the video without crying on you guys, just trying to hold it together. Okay. Bye guys.